Hello everyone, Kenti Tiger here with Bengali Engineering and Play. We are continuing on in DoKenti's survey adventures here. So this is actually probably, if I'm labeling these from the beginning to the end, is episode number 5. So this is the second series. Probably going to be in threes. So looking at my list here, we're in Cold Harbor. There are 8 surveys here that I need to do. So having said that, let's bring up the map. Click out a little bit. You can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here on the map. And I have 8 total, which means 2 of these are going to be repeats. So we're going to find those pretty quickly. So I'm going to go out the door here and to that one. Or that's the goal anyway. Which I guess I could, kind of look at the map and determine where I'm at and realize that I need to be over here. This way, and then survey should not be far away. Not sure exactly where it is, but shouldn't be far. Right there. Interesting thing about Cold Harbor, there's not a whole lot here. Usually, no matter where it is around you, you can see it pretty easily. All right, so this one's going to be a repeat. So I'm gonna move away and come back. This may be far enough because the mini-map changed, which means the map changed. And that's a no. So let me go back inside the city. Knowing exactly how far you need to go is the trick. I know it's obviously you don't see how the game dynamics really work, but there's a reload, like a zone, a space that the game space that you're in is not infinite. It is very finite, and really just surrounds where you are. So when you step outside of that zone into the next, which of course is transparent to you, the grid kind of a thing, then when you come back into the zone where you have another survey, then it loads it. So hopefully that was far enough to realize, yes. So for those of you who actually do play ESO, I do highly recommend one form of mini-map or the other. I think there's 2 of them readily available in the game that I've used. I've used at least 2. There was one that was just mini-map. That's all it did was a mini-map. The one that I have on the screen here now is actually part of. Let me go into the AUI. So advanced UI, and this is the mini map running from advanced UI. So AUI, the folks keep it pretty. Um, they keep it pretty up to date. One of the things that I wish there's two of them that I really wish would update again. Um, Luminary Teleporter works really well. Fast travel, which I'm not seeing here. Where is fast travel? No, because I have it turned off. So if I go into add-ons, faster travel right here. So I really wish this person would come back and update this, because this was just an awesome thing, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. And then the Wicked stuff, which was this group that did it, but Revelox Darkshire. And again, some of the Wicked stuff. Kalia 1120. They haven't updated it for a while. And there are actually quite a few things that are broken because of the various recent updates, and they're just like they've just kind of dropped off the world. So it was obviously a suite of a lot of things. You load the suite and you get like all of these things. So you know, the ones that you like, you turn on. The ones that you don't, you can turn off. So you can do a lot of that within the suite manager. But so anyway, so you can see, let's bring up the big map. You can see that X dropped off, so that one is now gone. So I've done all those. So what we're gonna do, let me go the right way. So continuing on with our, and I think all these in here are Daedra. So again, just kind of roaming around, picking up everything that's not bolted down, and doing the surveys. So we're actually aiming for this survey that is to the south of me here. And of course, more of those guys that we could do that. But because the goal is really not about experience points, I'm taking advantage, yes, but not really about that aspect. So watch for the flickering lighting, because like this. So you see the flickering lighting, even though that is a highlight that is a skill trait. It's still these little flashy things that will lead you to something. I think I'll go ahead and deal with these guys. Just, they're right here. Oh, no loot. Well, that was a waste. Back on the road here. And again, why am I not riding? Because it just like every time I get on my mount, then I end up down there. Yep, there it is. So 2 of these would have been repeats, and we'll find out if this is one of those very, very shortly. Does the X disappear? The answer is no. I just picked up the 3rd one, so this one also is a repeat. So I'm kind of equidistant, given where everything is. So what I'm going to do I'm gonna walk down to this one, teleport here, then teleport back and go to here. So because I know this is the repeat, then all the rest of these are real. So I can come out of here. So there was 8. So 6 of these were real, 2 were repeats, and we have in the first, 2, we've found the repeats. So here, teleport to here, get this survey, go back to here, teleport back. So that's the plan. See what happens in the meantime. What do they say, the best laid plans of mice and men? And of course, stuff. Oh, at least we got something. Carapace and experience. And experience is a good thing, because the more and more experience we have. And one of the things I didn't do off screen was to actually, if you notice my companion rank up there, I have 6 of everything to distribute. So there's 18 points that I could be, putting somewhere, and I just haven't. So obviously you can see I'm not having too big of a issue, but eventually I need to distribute those points. I have been remiss in not doing so. Walk across the ice and up to here, and we're going to go there and come down. Orientation. Down here somewhere. Flat. There, or around over here, or oh. So over here looks like Protean stones. Alright. There's 1. 2. 3, 4, 5, I think 6, they attack before you can pick it up, and then you have to kind of finish your attack and then revert back to doing what you were doing. Okay, so that one disappeared off the map, which is a good thing, because it says I don't have to revisit anything. Should be just the one that I have to revisit. Alright, drop back down south. So we head to this one, which I think is the closest. Back up to that one. Oh, the twig tiger. I have that one. That one's a cool one. Alright, so oriented the correct direction here. Controls. Saw something over here, so we'll get this guy, and then that's what we're looking at there. Got some loot. Oh yes, more ruby ash. I definitely need more ruby ash. If you did not detect the tone of sarcasm in my voice. Show you how much ruby ash I have. Could not possibly use it all. Uh-oh, missed it. Inventory. Woodworking. So ruby ash. There's ruby ash. So I have 7,034 ruby ash. That's a lot of staves. Orbiting around here while I'm picking everything up. So I only see one, which is actually almost right there, straight ahead now. Alright. Okay. Alright, in any case, loop back around and find next wayside. Oh, excuse me. fear. Another one of these hidden that if you didn't turn around and specifically look, you would never see it. Okay, now we just have to figure out where we need to go on this side. No real close way to get to any of these, so unfortunately. Ogrim. Alright. Swivel back around, get onto the roadway, and then get to where we need to go. Clothing survey. Traps. The one just down the way there looks like ruby ash. Alright, and unfortunately I have to backtrack to get back up to where I was, and then loop around and go play with the lava. Huh, 2 more here. And a clan fear. Down this way. this. Oh, Ancestor Silk. So if you thought I was silly on for clothing, if you thought I was silly on there's raw Ancestor Silk. What's the name of that Ancestor Silk? There we go. Oh, okay. Look, less than I thought. There's one of them I thought I had. There we go. Rawhide, 11,000, and ruby doe leather. That's the one I was thinking of. Right, so 11,000, 11,500. I mean, wow. Can you tell I'm a pack rat? Speaking of, I do need to ruby doe leather. Retrieve quantity. I need to send Ancestor Silk. Need to send this to my son. So I can send 800 for 10. Always thought that was kind of a stupid thing. Why should you have to? I mean, the gold in the game is gold in the game. There's no cost anything to it. It's just part of the economy being all screwed up. All right. So Ancestor Silk, real leather, and send. Yes. And I think it actually is woodworking, blacksmithing, alchemy, woodworking. Gosh, there we go. So retrieve quantity. Back to mail. What happened? I had two. Oh, there they are. Crafting materials, part 2. And send. Right, I think that's it. Okay, so up and around. Which unfortunately is going to take a little while. Might be able to cut across. Let's go deal with these guys. wasn't a road. Challenge here, I can see that's gotta be a blacksmith right up here. I think I have to hike up and around on this one. Look around there. If I remember everything correctly, I have to go all the way up here and then jump across. Jumping through the lava. So the good news is, pretty much done with that. I think that was the last one. So, yep, none there. So I'm gonna use, this is the luminary teleporter here. And what this thing lets you do, this one actually is working. It's still available on ESO Util, I think, or you can get it minion if you use it to keep your add-ons up to date. So luminary teleporter, easily findable there. What it does is it reads your guildmates, all these folks, and then plots where they are, and then because the way the game was designed, you can teleport to any of your guildmates free. So it doesn't cost you any gold. You can teleport. Obviously, I'm in the middle of nowhere here, so I can teleport to these guys for free. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Reaper's March just for sake of going to Reaper's March. So I click on the icon for the Way Shrine, and you see it starts to teleport. So while I'm teleporting, I will mark off Cold Harbor. So I just have the one area left, which happens to be Craglorn. Craglorn, there are 12 in Craglorn, which means we are wandering all over creation there. But because that's the last one, to keep this, let's go ahead and, so we're going to go over here because we always have stuff to sell after adventuring like this, and you'll notice my item durability is down to 96%. So explain to me, please, if you will, sir and ma'am, how you can be a master crafter across the board. Everything. I'm a master. 50. Well, in everything. But I can't repair my own armor. I have to pay a merchant who is not necessarily a master crafter. But you notice. Bing, there it is. But I can't repair my own armor. How does that make sense? Does that make sense? Okay, so these things we get rid of. Things like this. You might as well sell the rings, because you can improve the rings, but you can't really do anything other than that. And that. And I think that is about it. We will disassemble all of this stuff later. Oh, one more thing. I can get rid of the poison. Alright, I think that's about it. So, without further ado, this is Kenti Tiger signing off, and we will see you next time.